Hi everyone, so welcome to this video. In this video, I will be talking about Accenture interviews. So today, interview mails are released from Accenture, but in this video, we will be talking about the interview, how you need to prepare for it. Also, if you will watch this video till the end, I can guarantee you 80 to 90% of times, the interview will be exactly same what I am telling you. Also, I will be sharing you the experience of the candidates who previously did the interviews of Accenture. But watch this video till the end and you will be getting a very good idea about Accenture interview. Even if it is your first interview, then it is also fine. You will easily do it. Okay. First of all, let's start with the first thing. So many candidates who got the interview mail and many candidates are still waiting for the mail. So if you are still waiting for the mail, they have clearly mentioned you need to wait for the 7 days. Also, the communication assessment started from the different dates. Even it depends when you attempted the communication assessment. Also, when you have given the test. Why? Because see, in the online assessments and communication assessment, there is some specific platform. On the platform, many candidates give the exam or the assessments on the same day, same slot. But for the interviews, the person who will be taking your interview are limited. Okay. So the problem is they need to schedule the interview accordingly so that at least the interviewers are available, because there will be a lot of candidates definitely, but the person who will be taking the interviews will be limited. That's why generally the interview mails take little bit more time than the assessment mails. Okay, even if you got the interviews, make sure that you join the interview at least 20 minutes before, because previously there are some issues with the slots, because candidates need to wait for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. Sometimes the interviewers don't join. So that's why please be online on that day, starting from morning till evening. Okay. Apart from this, let's start for the Accenture. Even one last message. So if you have not received your interview mail till now, don't worry about it, because just wait for some time. When your hopes will be shattered, I will be telling you on the YouTube. Now, don't keep the hopes with Accenture that you will be getting the interview mails. But it's started today only, so just wait for some more time, some more days, and I will be telling you when the interview mails will be getting stopped. Okay, so let's start with the preparation part. So first of all, in this video, let's start with the Accenture interview preparation. See, listen me carefully. There are some basic things which you should prepare for Accenture, starting with the first thing, which is your basic CV. So in the CV, what you need to prepare is, generally when Accenture starts the interview, they started with your introduction. So in the introduction, you need to put out the best things which you have. So you will introduce yourself, you will give your name, your college name, and all the academic details you can give. If you have good percentage criteria, you can tell about your percentage criteria. Then you will start talking about a little bit more about you. Then you will be shifting to the technical part. So little bit technical you can tell if you have a strong technical, like you can talk about if any kind of certification projects and whatever the technical stuff which is best in you have did. So you will talk about little bit technical things. You can talk about your hobbies. Also, please try to portray the best thing out of you. So sometimes the introduction part of the students are very general. So they introduce themselves in a very general way. They will just talk about their name, their academics, their criteria, their percentage, college. That's it. Okay. This is not done. Your first impression is your last impression. Whatever you have in best in you, okay, please talk about that. For an example, when I had my interview at Deloitte, I did machine learning. I did very good projects in machine learning. So I talked about the projects because I want to draw the attention of the interviewer in that direction. Yes, I am good at that part. Okay. So whatever you are at you are at best, please talk about that in your introduction. So you can talk about that thing in your introduction, so the attention of the interviewer can be drawn at that part. Okay. Apart from this, there is second thing. So this is your introduction part. Generally, they discuss about little bit things about your hobbies. Okay. And how was your academic life, general things, and who is your idol, or what is your goal. So these kind of general questions they can ask from the introduction and whatever you are speaking. So be prepared with the general questions. Even some general questions can be like that mentally maybe you have not prepared for that one. Okay, but on the spot you should have a good practice that you can give the answers on spot as well. So make sure you start preparing from today only. You memorize some stories around you, okay? Because sometimes they can ask you like, can you give me an example where you find yourself morally down? You can give. Can you give an example where you think you showed some leadership skill? So for these things you should prepare some story around your life, okay? So you can prepare either a true story or a fake story, whatever it is, but it should sound good, okay? So make at least 4 to 5 stories which you can narrate, which will be around you to give the answers for these questions. Good story, good chances of selection, okay? So this is also the second point. Third point is project. Very, very important, because almost in 90% of interviews, there are total 4 questions which Accenture asks. Explain your project. Is it a separate project or a team project? Suppose if it is a team project, what do you think, which role you can do better? What are the real life implementation of this project? And what are the challenges you faced in this project? So these are 4 to 5 questions. Almost in 80 to 90% interviews, they ask about this. Prepare best answers around it, because I can guarantee you, out of 10 students, around 7 to 8 students will be getting the exact same question which I am telling you, which is explain your project. What are the challenges you faced in your project? Okay, tech stack and any real life things which you can attach with the project. This kind of questions, like almost 80 to 90% times they ask in the interviews. So make sure prepare the best project details, the I details, the in-depth detail, whatever you have implemented, the features, the project, how can you connect it to the real world? For an example, suppose you created a small project around to-do list, okay? So from the real world, how can you connect it? So suppose you can tell, sir, suppose I wake up in the morning at the 8 a.m. then this is my schedule, so I can arrange my work according to my list, so I can implement the list in that way, in which I can give the timer. According to the timer, I can give the alarm also in my app. So this kind of real life feature which impact the real life, okay? So just think about it. Also in-depth detail about each and everything which you have implemented in your project, the tech stack, advantages, disadvantages. Make sure to prepare your project very, very well, because almost 80 to 90% times you will be getting the question from your project, okay? Apart from this, there are situational and behavior question. What is situational question? Suppose your teammate is not doing the work, what will you do? Suppose you are sick at the presentation, what you will do? So for these kind of questions, 3 things, okay? First, you can chat GPT it. Second, you can purchase our interview notes. You will be getting a lot of HR question, because for Accenture, it is very, very important that you prepare HR questions very, very well, because some candidates think that the HR questions are easy, but it is not. You will be getting a lot of situational HR question in our course, so that you can purchase, and also the notes for other subjects as well. So if you want, you can purchase the interview notes. The link you will be getting in the description. So make sure to prepare at least 20 questions which are situational. Like I told you, in the urgent deadline, what will you do? How will you manage the different tasks with the less time requirements? And if your teammate is not working properly, what will you do? This kind of questions are situational questions. So this you may get. Apart from this, behavior question, like your goal, why do you want to join Accenture, and who is your idol, what is your strength, weakness? This comes in behavior part. So this is also very, very important in Accenture. So this, after you complete these things, then start your technical part, in which you need to revise your OOPS concepts, okay? OOPS concepts means any one programming language which you have prepared. For that, you can prepare the OOPS, the definitions and the examples. SQL, so SQL is also very important. SQL and DBMS theory, OOPS, one programming language with the basic codes, like you should know. And apart from this, CS fundamentals idea, general CS fundamentals idea, like you can debate or you can talk about AI, machine learning, robotics, generative AI, cloud. You should have a very basic idea. Just read the like story about it. Like what is cloud, why cloud is used, what is generative AI, what is AI. So suppose if a topic arises about generative AI, like what are your thoughts about generative AI? So you can give the answer, because more or less the interview will be a discussion. It will be not interview, because most of the times in the Accenture there will be discussions. Okay, so prepare the basic these things. Okay, apart from this, just daily practice your communication skill. Pick any 10 question, speak aloud the answer, and practice. Okay, so your communication can be better. So if you will speak aloud like I am talking in this video, aloud, clear, everything, if even if your grammar is not correct, that doesn't matter. It only matters, the only thing matter is the only thing matter is if someone can understand you whatever you are trying to tell. Okay, and you are expressing your thoughts very clearly, that only matters. Okay, so make sure daily you will pick around 10 questions, you will speak aloud the answers. Okay, that's it. That's what you need to do for Accenture interview, and most of the times your interview will be around this only. Okay, all the best for your interviews, and if you want to purchase the interview notes, you will be getting the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video.